Okay, so today we're finally getting around to Stone Blind. I read this book, I want to say like sometime last year, and I forgot to come on here and talk to y'all about it. Now, essentially, this is the story of Medusa with its own little twist and take. And one thing particularly that's interesting about this book is it does go into the background of mythology for a bunch of different characters, their storylines, and how everything intertwines with the Medusa story. So that being said, the beginning of the book, I was a little lost, I would say, for the first 20 to 30ish pages before I realized, like, oh, okay. Each chapter, we're essentially jumping back and forth to different parts of the story of different characters and how it all intertwines with Medusa. Now, I will say, I don't think there's ever been a book in my entire life where I wanted to fight each and every different character individually. Like, there was several characters, I want to say the majority of them, where I was like, I really don't like you. Or at different points in times where I was like, oh my gosh, you are the most annoying character I've ever met, and I want to fight right now. Because the way that they all sabotage each other and themselves in so many different ways, including Medusa, and it's like she's getting the butt of everything at this point. Like, everybody's cumulative actions continue to affect her in so many different ways. Like, it is honestly so frustrating to get through. Now, overall, it was a really great book, and the end kind of had me gagged because I was like, oh my god, why? Ah! But like, honestly, it's like every time I turned the page, it was like, oh my god, why would you do that? Like, I was literally upset. And again, not because the storyline wasn't good, because it was, but because the decisions that they were making, honestly, like, they're just so human. Like, they're things that you see the stupidest people in your life do, like, every single day. But on the grand scale of mythology, if that makes sense. Like, the amount of pettiness, the amount of just like, I'm gonna do me, like, regardless of whatever you got going on, just stupid decision after stupid, especially Perseus. Oh my gosh, I cannot. Like, between Perseus and Athene, like, I was just like, both of y'all, we need to fight, like, right now, like, right this second. And overall, I would say the Gorgon sisters are probably the most level-headed. Like, if you could think of your wisest auntie, your wisest mom, that wiser older lady in your life, like, that's what the Gorgon sisters were giving. And I was like, oh my gosh, y'all are literally tethering this entire story right now. The way that they loved Medusa, the way that they looked out for her, the way that they were trying to figure out what the heck was going on, like, they had her back hands down. Like, they were the most level-headed and, like, most, I would say, godlike. Like, what you like, I guess what you would expect, what you would expect like a godlike creature to be like, it was them. It wasn't any of the other creatures, especially Zeus, but y'all already know how messy he is. Like, this is the book where I felt like almost every single character was a villain in some capacity. So I would say if you love mythology and you're like, oh, I've read about this in so many different capacities, I've read different versions of the stories, whether it be Greek or Roman or whatever, I would say definitely check this book out, because you will definitely see a lot of the layers of the stories and how they kind of all intertwine, which is cool. But you will definitely want to throw hands. So I'm gonna just put that out there.